All right, my name is Jacob Wilkes, university student, and from a young age I achieved the rank of junior black belt at age 10, won 4 rep hockey championships, marathon runner, completed 75 hard last summer, and now I'm focused on bodybuilding. I went from being a normal 160 pounder to gaining 34 pounds. I'm 6'2", and this is my fourth year training consistently. Let's hop straight into it. So, the question, how do you gain weight on the bulk? And the answer is eat more. Okay? That's how you gain weight. I could end the video right there. It's simple, but it's not easy. And I'll hear a lot, and especially me, I used to say this all the time, like, oh, I have a high metabolism, or, you know, I already eat a ton of food. And no, you don't. You do not eat a ton of food. It may feel that way, and maybe you're not splitting up your meals and you're just stuffing your face all in one meal at the end of the day or something like that, and you feel like you eat so much and it's so hard. Okay. Um, you may have a high metabolism, but this it shouldn't stop you, right? I'm pretty tall. I have a high metabolism and I need to eat a lot of calories. I eat 4,800 calories per week on average, okay? That's a lot of calories. And when I stopped making the shitty excuse of, oh, I have a high metabolism or I'm a hard gainer or all these shitty excuses, they don't serve you in any way at all. Okay? And the best way to gain weight is obviously eat more, but track your calories. I wish I did this sooner. It helps so much because it gives you awareness. And when you have awareness of how much you're actually eating, because you'll weigh it all out, you'll know exactly how many calories, how much protein, how much fats, how much carbs. You're gonna know if you need to eat more or eat less depending on your goals. So if you're trying to gain weight, probably zero point 0.5 to 1 pounds per week, you have to eat in a calorie surplus. So you need to be eating more than you're burning. And it may seem like the ceiling is so high, like you have to eat so many calories, and it just feels so impossible. But I'm gonna give you some advice that's gonna help you split up your meals, help you feel less full, and make consistent gains over time. Do this, we're gonna split this up, and one of the biggest things is meal timing. Um, Meal timing is huge because if you split up, say, you have those 3 big meals, you can split them up, say, to 4 or 5 meals, sometimes maybe 6 meals. Um, it's gonna make it a lot easier on your digestive system. Whoa, digestive system. It's going to allow you to not feel so full because that's a big problem, right? You're stuffing down all these calories and you feel so full and it's like so hard, right? If you split it up a little bit, it's gonna be easier to eat. Simple as that. They don't need to be huge meals. They can be, 1,000 calories each, um, and just splitting up over the day instead of stuffing them all at night. Like if you miss a few meals, like before 12 o'clock, it makes it so much harder for you to get those calories in at the end of the day to hit your calorie goal. And if you do that at the end of the day, it's going to make your sleep a little bit worse because your digestive system will be busy while you sleep, and that you do not want that. That's going to interfere with your sleep and stuff like that. And say if you're in high school and you don't have a lot of time, you're waking up, you go to school at 8 o'clock, you don't get home till 3 o'clock. Um, the best way to get some extra calories in is shakes. If you make 2 shakes um, during school, like say you have those shakes and like after first period you drink a shake, and after fourth period you drink a shake, and for lunch you go out, maybe you pack a lunch, that'd be sick, and you eat that. That's awesome. You're splitting it up, you're making it easier on yourself, and overall going to just feel better because you're not stuffing calories in at the end of the day. And meal prep is huge, especially if you're in school or even work. Meal prep is so big because it gives you it gives you the opportunity to not think about what you need to eat or what you need to prepare. It's all prepared for you. And I'm not talking about the cute meal prep where it's like, you got all these like fancy like colors and all this like it's just cute stuff made like to look good for Instagram and reels and stuff like that. I'm talking about like real meal prep where you go to Costco and you buy a 6 pound tube of ground beef and you put it in a pot and you cook that up. You put it in the fridge and you do the same thing for rice. You make a ton of rice, put it in the fridge, and for dinner, you don't have any excuses. It's all in the fridge. All you need to do is eat. You want to remove as much friction as possible and to have the goal as just eating food and that's it. Just eat more food. Um, and if you meal prep, it makes it so much like you don't have to think about it. You just eat. So you take the ground beef, you take the rice, you weigh it all out on your scale, plug it into your app. I use MacroFactor. Um, it's gonna help you get your calories in a lot easier. Okay? And eggs are huge. I eat 10 a day. Um, if someone tells you eggs are bad for you and cholesterol is bad for you, just look at them and laugh at them because they have zero clue what they're talking about. Eggs are good for you. Humans have been eating them for thousands of years, and overall, just a very high source of protein, clean source of protein, and good fats, good vitamins. Overall, just a great source of protein. It's great for bodybuilding. And the law of thermodynamics never changes. It's a law. Um, if you think that you can't gain weight, it's because you're not eating enough. Um, the body does not want to change. It wants to stay in homeostasis. It does not want to change. You have to force change, and change is not easy. It's going to be hard, okay? The body does not want it, and it's actively trying to stay the same. And by forcing these calories, because you're going to have to force feed yourself, um, you're forcing the body to change. You're giving your body the energy, the extra energy it needs to um, gain muscle and gain fat. And not all of it will be muscle, right? You're going to have to be prepared to gain a little bit of fat. Don't be afraid to lose your abs because bulking is delayed gratification. What's delayed gratification? To put it into simple, to put it into a simple example, there was this study done with kids, and they would give them a marshmallow, and the kids were told if they waited a certain amount of time, they would get another marshmallow. And the kids that grabbed the marshmallow right away, they called that instant gratification. So they got the gratification from the marshmallow, and the kids who waited for the second marshmallow got more gratification later. So cutting is really like you're cashing out instant gratification from all the work that you did from when you bulked. Bulking, you gain the muscle, you gain a little bit of fat. Cutting, you cut the fat. Um, it's simple, it's not easy, and it's recommended to not go over 20% body fat. You don't want to get too fat. You don't want to take it too far. No dirty bulking. I do not agree with dirty bulking whatsoever. Eat clean calories. Eat whole foods. Do not eat sugar. Sugar is literally poison. And if you do dirty bulk, um, it's gonna be hard to cut. Just know that. Way harder, because you're gonna be so addicted to carbohydrates or highly refined carbohydrates, refined sugar, seed oils, all these things are so addictive. You're gonna go through extra cravings. It's gonna be a lot harder on you. Um, just keep it clean. Say no to sugar. It'll just help you so much in the long run. If you do dirty bulk, it's like the easy way out. It's instant gratification. It's not gonna get you far. If you clean bulk, lean bulk, that's gonna get you far long term. You're gonna feel healthy. You're gonna have good blood markers, good blood pressure, and overall just a better life quality. So now you know what you need to do. You need to eat more food, you need to track your calories, and you need to eat in a calorie surplus, and you will gain weight on the bulk. Um, if that ceiling seems super high, super impossible, especially if you're tall and you actually do have high metabolism like I do, I eat 4,800 calories per week on average. Um, you might have to do the same, but some people's like bulks are like my maintenance, right? So if a shorter guy is bulking and he'll say like, "Oh, I'm eating 3,500 calories," I'm like, "Whoa," So don't compare yourself to shorter people if you're taller, because if you're taller, it will take more time. You have more of a frame to fill out, and you're gonna have to do more work long term. And that's just how it is. And it's really the journey, it's not the destination. The the destination is the journey. It's, you know, forcing those meals down when you really did not want to. It's working out when you really feel like shit. It's doing all those things that you don't want to do. That's the journey. That's the journey, right? And remember, the biggest risk is taking none. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video.